All right. So we got Shiba stuff and Bitcoin stuff. The Shiba stuff is really interesting because I feel like we're about to hit a milestone where we could buy a bunch of cheap Shiba and then it's all uphill from there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what we were just discussing was your strengths are for sure mind probes. So I wanted to do some exploration to see if there's any projects with Shiba Inu that is going to perhaps make the price shoot up, this month or next month or even in March. If there's anything like upcoming, any news, any projects.
I feel like January and February will be strong months for Shiba Inu.
Okay.
I do. And I keep getting that consistently across the board.
It looks like the Shiba Inu's creator is unknown because I'm trying to pull them.
Here's the thing. Okay. So we do these CTT groups for Shiba Inu. The first one, we uncovered that the development team were having issues. They're not getting along, blah, blah, blah. They're not in agreement. The second CTT session was interesting because, we do this mass tapping and through the Patreon, we all get together once a week and we do this mass CTT session. Now, the second session was like, what is causing Shiba Inu to have so many issues? And so we uncovered that, first of all, a big issue, and I can only report to you what happened in the CTT session, which is people that are foregoing paying their rent, their groceries, their car payments, and all this stuff. There are actually a lot of these people out there and they're buying Shiba Inu. And so what happens is they bring in this energy into the coin with them and it just weighs it down severely. So we tap to get rid of those people, okay? Because every time, and if you notice, every time that it would gain, there would be this massive drop. And the reason being is because these people are so severe in their investments, as in they need to pay their bills or they're going to get evicted or whatever, that as soon as it goes up, bam, there's a sell-off, okay? And when there's that sell-off, because they're all trying to sell at once, because there's so many people invested in Shiba Inu. Somebody actually said at the meeting, and I don't know how true this is, which is the more people own Shiba Inu than any other cryptocurrency. So, but these destitute people that are foregoing their rent money, everything into Shiba Inu, and then they're trying to make a quick buck, get rich quick, and then they're crashing the coin. So we tap to get rid of them out of Shiba Inu. Well, as soon as we did that, guess what happens? All the leverage traders got their backside handed to them on a platter because the whole freaking market crashed. And I'm like, I wonder how much influence our CTT session had on that. And then the other thing that we got towards the tail end of that CTT session for Shiba Inu is that the developers have too many irons and too many fires. They're all over the place. They're like, should we do this or should we do that? And I'm in talks over here with this one and I'm in talks with that one and blah. And so there's this huge problem within Shiba Inu, which is they have so many directions to go in, but they're not actually focused on where they're going. And there was a big fallout. There's, you know what I mean? So we tap to give them focus and clarity, insights and guidance and manifest good things and healing to them. And I do believe it will work. And the reason I say that is because towards the end of that tapping session, we actually, because I get feedback from the people involved, not as in feedback directly with the people who are tapping. I'm talking about who we're tapping for. And the feedback I got was them all thanking me around the last round of tapping. They all turned up and they all thanked me. They're like, thank you. We've done CTT sessions where your soul has come back and thanked me. And other people have had CTT sessions where their souls or whoever we're tapping for has come back and thanked me. So at the end of that CTT, we got a thank you, like, thank you for helping us. So I think it will definitely help. We have another one coming up next week. And again, if you wanted to be part of this, you got to be on the Patreon, Remote Viewing and Beyond, or Craig's Patreon, which is Remote Viewing Data. And we meet up in the Zoom room and we all tap together. Now, the last thing that we did, because the group wanted to, was we tapped to send, joyful guidance and insights to those living under severe vaccine mandates. So we included that in the tapping as well. I'm not anti-vaxxer or even pro-vaxxer. I think it's down to individual choice. But I thought that was interesting because the group wanted to include that because it just sent some healing and love towards people that, hey, I don't want to get the vaccine because maybe I have an autoimmune condition or I have some issue, but I can't work if I don't. And so I thought that was nice of the group to do that.
It sounds like during the
It
sounds like during the CTT that there was an onion layer of negativity that you guys removed, and then also a healing towards a project. And one of your abilities, and from what it sounds like with the souls thanking you, that's only something that you can experience, so it kind of stands out to you versus all the other CTTs you do. But that could also be what's uncovering perhaps a project that they have in the working. The same way that when we did the CTT, or you guys did it rather, and then the same day, coincidentally, Kraken. So, but obviously that had to be in the works for them to develop the code and do everything. So it's possible that what you're doing now is shaping this upcoming project. And what I wanted to do, knowing that your strengths are mind probing, right? One of your main strengths is probe, let's just say Robinhood, or probe, let's just say Amazon or Twitch or all these other prospects, to see if they're thinking about adding it. Because let's face it, if Shiba Inu gets added to Robinhood, it's going to make the price go up, hands down. There's just no other way around it. It's just not enough people have access to Shiba Inu here in the United States. I think you have to get on Coinbase and that's it, but not everyone's on Coinbase. Or Kraken, I suppose. But so what do you think? You want to do the CEO of Robinhood?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, all right. So here he is. His name is Vlad Tenev.
Oh, I've seen him before.
Well, yeah. Remember his whole debacle with GameStop?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and
we did that before.
We did that, yeah. And I think there's one more guy who's like the founder. Let's see. Well, he's the main one, I guess. You would probably know what's going on here. He's going to have insight to whether or not Shiba Inu is going to get listed on Robinhood anytime soon. So,
okay,
let's take a look. Or another way to look at it is Robinhood. There's Robinhood, and then there's like a Robinhood crypto section. There's a stock section and a crypto. So let me see who's running the crypto department.
I didn't know that. I didn't know they had separate sections.
Wait, you wouldn't know on the app. Yeah, you wouldn't know on the app. but it's a separate thing if you read the fine print. Well, anyways, while I look for that, let's probe Vlad.
Okay, I remember. I mean, I don't remember what all the questions were, but I remember because he has a very distinctive look. So I remember, oh gosh, that was a while ago now.
Okay, they have a compliance department now. This is interesting. All right, so what's going on with Shiba Inu? Is there any plans with Robinhood linking up with Shiba Inu?
Are there any plans with Robinhood linking up with Shiba Inu? We can't.
Why?
Why can't you? Too complicated.
Legally or
legally?
The code?
The code? Trying to add it is a nightmare. Is it because of the code? Yes. Okay. Now, there's something else there. It's like, I feel also it has to do with the volume. Now, I don't know anything about Robinhood. Okay, I'm not on Robinhood. I'm not one of those people that stretches themselves all over these different exchanges. Like I can't do that. Like it's too much for my brain. But right. The problem is the volume of the Shiba Inu trading. So I'm getting that it would cause so many problems within the Robinhood system as a whole that I don't think that they could handle the volume. Does that make sense?
It's possible. It's possible that that's how it's coming through.
I feel like it would overshadow all of the other exchanges and the buying and selling, that because the Shiba Inu is so vast and there would be so much buying and selling that it's almost like Robinhood would have to expand technologically in order to accommodate it.
Okay, so let's go in a different direction. I'm sorry to derail.
No, I don't know.
When you have a connection, I notice when you have a connection that it doesn't, it hurt. It's almost like you're resistant to like hopping around different people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, you know me too well.
All right, yeah, because the problem is Vlad is a dead end already, so there's nothing else to probe. It sounds like the answer is no, and we could go to a different person within.
Move him in the future.
Okay, let's try that. Let's move into March. The end of March 31st, 2022.
Okay, March 31st, 2022. He's actually very easy to work with, by the way. 5 p.m. Okay. Have you listed Shiba Inu on Robinhood? We're trying to. But has it been listed on Robinhood yet? No. They're trying.
When do they plan as of that date? When do they plan on having it listed?
When do you plan on having it listed? As soon as possible. So
what would be a realistic time?
What would be a realistic time? 1 month? What would be a realistic time? 1 month? He doesn't actually know. They're working on it, but
he's not in the day-to-day.
Okay, right, and he's not in the day-to-day, but I think the biggest issue is it's going to crash the whole platform because the volume of the Shiba Inu. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what happens all the time. Whenever everyone's trading, whenever everyone's trading Robinhood, they have to stop all trades, and everyone gets all pissed because they can't sell or buy or whatever because they have to stop it in order for. It has to do with futures. they actually are not trading actual coins back and forth. There's a float, and when too many people are buying and selling, and there's like a disproportionate amount, it doesn't work. So they just have to stop. So the volume does disrupt all the exchanges. All the exchanges do this, and Robinhood is like notorious for being really bad with like, all this stuff. So
okay, I didn't know that, but that's the problem.
It's not their servers, it's the amount that they have during the float. And I think that's also why, like, for instance, on Bybit, you actually can't, I don't think you can really trade Shiba, but you can trade it times 1,000. Same thing on Binance, I noticed. It's like they have a derivative, so you can leverage it only, and it's like by 1,000, and then you can open up a long position or a short position. Just engaging with Shiba alone, you have to leverage it on these exchanges. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it sounds like it is a nightmare, actually, as I'm speaking it out loud. But listen, I think Robinhood's a dead end. I think that's not the project to focus on. Can you pull the entity that is, like, what would be the largest impact on Shiba Inu as an energy? Like,
well,
and then I was
let's ask Shiba
Inu. Okay. No, because Shiba Inu wouldn't know it would be an individual who would know.
What is the largest impact to cause a price increase for you? Okay, volume, of course.
So what large entity? Say ask it. No, I don't want to get misinformation. I already know that's not going to work. Let's do this. This is Emmett Shear. Emmett Shear is the CEO of Twitch.
Okay.
Is there any plans with Shiba Inu and Twitch?
They're thinking about it. Are you thinking about it? Is it in the works? No, it's just a proposition at the moment. Do you think it's a good proposition? It's like they don't even know how that would work at the moment.
Well,
but it's a proposition.
Is there any, it only works if there's increased volume. So is there any way that Twitch will facilitate some sort of purchasing of Shiba in any way?
Twitch will facilitate the purchasing of Shiba in any way. They don't know how right now.
So it's a dead end.
They're working on it.
Okay, next. But it has to be discussed because the cryptos are the newest thing, and then you have like a pool of the major ones, and I have a video that says that Shiba can't get to a penny, but someone told me that they're going to potentially reduce supply, and that would make it get to a penny if they can somehow reduce supply.
Yeah,
can you ask Shiba if there's any intention for it to reduce supply, or can you do a time movement in the future?
Well, let me ask the development team. Are you planning to reduce supply of Shiba Inu? Yes, they're working on it. Okay. But see, this is the problem. This is what we encountered with the CTT. They have a plan to reduce it. Like, that's their goal, to make the price go up, but they just don't know where to implement that plan. As in, they had too many possibilities and they need to narrow it down. The problem with the development team is they don't want to make a mistake. And I get that, right? Because making a mistake can spell disaster for all the holders, for them, for everybody. So they're very hesitant to affix their focus on one surefire method in case it fails. And this is what we uncovered in the CTT. There's too many possibilities. So it's like, we could possibly do this, and we could possibly do that, and we could do this, and we could do that. So even as I'm asking the development team now, have you come to some agreement as to how you are going to burn more Shiba Inu. And see, we're working on it. Okay, but what about it becoming a metaverse token? We're trying to make that happen. So I'm going to move the development team to April 1st. So April 1st, 2022. Did you manage to make Shiba Inu a metaverse? Oh God, the energy just bounced back and hit me. Sorry. Did you make Shiba Inu into a metaverse token? Yes, and it's very successful.
At what date did that launch?
What date? How long has that been out? How long has that been out? Ooh, forever. Okay. No, that's not what I'm asking.
When was it announced?
When was it announced? Yeah.
Yeah.
When was it announced? January? Before then. Okay.
The end of December?
End of December? Yes.
Yeah. There's an alignment there with the end of December. There's going to be some sort of uptick in Shiba. Okay. There's two other ones I suggest. The Apple CEO and, well, really the Amazon CEO, because I don't know how Apple would, or even Facebook, but Facebook with the metaverse, he might have some insight with Shiba Inu, but.
Do you have any, let me ask Zuckerberg, do you have any insight with Shiba Inu? No, he thinks it's crap.
But what crypto, ask him what cryptocurrencies does he plan on adding to the metaverse?
What cryptocurrency do you plan on adding to the metaverse? Ethereum. At the moment.
When is that going to happen?
December 10th. Today's date, December 10th, 2021. As of today's date, he's saying Ethereum. Now, that could possibly be why, and I think we put this out on another video, Ethereum sees a massive jump, in the new year, right? In the spring.
Right.
So that could possibly be why, because he's saying Ethereum. Why don't you like Bitcoin? Too many people involved in Bitcoin. Okay, so you think Ethereum's more promising? Yes, and it's more ecologically friendly.
Oh, I see. It's not like $50,000 a coin. It's $4,000 a coin. Okay, that makes sense.
But I think it has to do with like the energy of it, as in he believes Bitcoin takes up too much energy.
Okay, so Facebook CEO Zuckerberg is pro Ethereum, it appears.
Yeah.
So I want to do a time movement, but.
Do you own Ethereum? Yeah, he owns a lot of Ethereum. Do you own Bitcoin?
Can we do a time movement
to
like December 2022 and see when he announced the Ethereum being implemented in the metaverse?
December 31st, 2022, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Did you announce Ethereum to be part of Facebook or Meta? They're still working on it. At that point.
Oh, that's interesting. It wasn't done in that year. So that wasn't what exploded its value.
No.
Okay.
But I do see that happening with Ethereum.
I tried the virtual headsets. It's immersive, but to a point. Like, it hurts your eyes. It's not. My gut tells me it's not there yet. It's pricey to step in. You can get in it, but it's like there's this explosion around it with promise. It's like, I don't know anyone who's even tried it. I tried it. It's all right. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents. Here's the one I really want to do. This is like the big finale, honestly. So this is a shitty picture.
Oh, it's you,
I don't
Craig.
want to embarrass this guy. I'm the CEO. Okay, it's funny. This is actually not the CEO of Amazon right now. Not Jeff Bezos. Hang on. He wouldn't know. It's actually...
No, he's too busy having that, whatever it is he had with that woman. Oh, gosh.
I don't know why this is the picture that comes up. The guy's...
Who's that?
He's Andy Jassy. He's the current CEO of Amazon. And for whatever reason, he didn't update his Wikipedia picture to be something other than a terrible picture of him. Someone must have not liked him or something. Hang on, let me get... Here's his Twitter.
I've got him.
Okay. All right. Now he's going to know. He's going to know if there's any projects with Shiba Inu or any projects with cryptocurrencies.
Okay. What do you want me to ask him?
Is Amazon planning to do any kind of project involving Shiba Inu?
Is Amazon planning to do any project involving Shiba Inu? Not at the moment. Are you even thinking or talking about it? Bitcoin, but not Shiba Inu.
So what could they possibly do with Bitcoin?
What could you possibly do with Bitcoin? People can use it to buy products.
People don't use Bitcoin to buy products.
So instead of paying cash for things on Amazon, they can pay by Bitcoin.
But people don't use it that much. Maybe Bitcoin Lite, or what's it called? The Lightning Network. But it's expensive and it's slow. It doesn't add up.
He's not. Look, are you a crypto? I don't feel like this guy's a big crypto guy anyway, but he's saying that if they were to accept payments in crypto for Amazon, it would be Bitcoin.
Are there any
not Shiba?
Are there any talks of converting the cash balances of Amazon to Bitcoin and being a holder of Bitcoin?
Are there any talks of you or Amazon converting cash balances into Bitcoin? No.
They're too big. Okay. So I'm out of stuff. I know Microsoft is a possibility, but we have to find out what large entity is going to make a project with Shiba Inu that's going to make it take off and when that's going to happen. Well, that's it. Robinhood, if they were to adopt it.
You see, but this is what we found. This is what we found was the issue with Shiba Inu. There's so many things that are on the table or possibilities, or, they're trying to do outreach to get, more interest, but they just weren't focused. So I think, again, next week when we do the CTT for Shiba Inu, the next thing we're going to do, I don't know what we're going to get, because there's no point trying to think about it with the conscious mind. The conscious mind is relatively thick, not very smart compared to what runs underneath the conscious mind. So there's no point me trying to figure it out with my conscious mind what Shiba Inu needs. That's why you do CTT, because you don't even know what you need or what the person having the CTT needs. It's the soul that knows what is needed, or the subconscious that knows what is needed. So it's not up to me to decide what is needed. Now, we are going to try to get it to drop a 0, and we're going to tap to manifest that. and do a CTT session. But what, other things will come through definitely during that session.
Let's stop this video here and then start a new one where we use the entities to kind of probe around and see about, times we'll use Howl. And so I'm going to stop this one and start a new one.
Okay.
Okay.